Okay, so after playing Halo 3, there's kind of this interlude called Halo Legends. Now I heard about it, and it kind of reminded me of the Animatrix, where you had all of these like animation artists make these little short stories for this franchise or universe. And so I saw Animatrix a while back. It's like, oh yeah, there was some fun stuff in there, and I wanted to see what Halo Legends had to offer. So yeah, I'm gonna get into that now. So, Halo Legends, like Animatrix, is a series of these little short films, and to be completely honest, some of the episodes don't stick the landing. I mean, okay, case in point, the first two is basically Cortana just talking to a frozen chief for some reason, going over the history of the universe, and kind of is interesting if you're curious about what the Forerunners and Flood thing was like, but honestly, it does take some of the mystery out of it, and so if you still want kind of like that unknown, like what were the Forerunners like, but you don't want it to be shown, then you might want to miss those two episodes. And then there's a couple other ones that kind of deal with like smaller stories. Like there's one that doesn't really, probably my least favorite episode is the Samurai episode, where it follows Elite on his homeworld, and basically I guess the Elites, their homeworld is modeled off of Japan for some reason. Okay. Kind of conflicts with what we saw in the Elite homeworld with Halo 5 Guardians, but okay. And like that story did nothing for you, but you got a couple other stories like the Prototype, where someone using a weapon, and probably one of the most interesting ones was, I forget what it's called, but it was a story following a Spartan who like went back to try and reconnect with their original family, but they found out that like, you know, their family was given like a fake clone of them that died, and so like I thought that was kind of interesting. But really the last three episodes felt most at home in the whole Halo universe. Although I do gotta give respect to whatever idiot made the comedic episode that followed not Master Chief, but followed like his idiot cousin. Definitely based that one more off of like Japanese anime and whatnot. Just it was ridiculous. I had fun with it. I did take it seriously, and I think they even said it was non-canon. So, but moving on to the last three episodes, one of them was the Prototype, where you basically saw like, you know, it was kind of self-explanatory, and then there was another one called the Babysitter, where it followed a group of ODSTs that are escorted by a Spartan to assassinate this, you know, prophet. And so that was kind of a good episode. I liked that. I thought there was a good character arc from the cocky, like, you know, asshole member of the group, and by the end of the story, it wasn't a movie. He's basically just like, you know, mellowed out, and, you know, so I thought that was a good story. And then the last one's probably my most favorite, simply because it's the only one that truly focuses on Master Chief, and that one's called The Package, and that one is the most CGI version of the different episodes. Like, you know, they have different art styles. So if you've seen the Animatrix, there was like the CGI episode, and then there was a couple of like Japanese animation, and there was a couple of like European animation episodes. This one was the heavy CGI episode, The Package, and this episode doesn't add anything to the universe of Halo, but it is pure fan service, and I love it. You get to see more Blue Team, which I feel we don't really ever get to see enough of Blue Team. It's always Master Chief by himself, and you get to see more Blue Team, and you get to see a lot of really awesome action sequences, and you know, it's pretty cool, especially the hallway like fight scene where they're just mowing down Covenant, running down this hallway as they're just using all their ammo. It was pretty awesome. Only with it is, for some reason, they made Halsey like 30 years younger. I didn't get that. But it was a really fun, entertaining episode, regardless. But here's the thing about Halo Legends. Ultimately, it is unnecessary. If you're a fan of Halo, you don't really need to see any of these. Someone might disagree with me on that, but like, it was okay. You know, I grabbed a copy of this for like I think it was like $1.70. And like, yeah, it was worth that, but like, honestly, if you're new to Halo and you're just getting into it, and you like love Halo 1, 2, 3, you're getting ready to play another one of the games, it's like, you can honestly pass on Halo Legends. I didn't feel like it added anything meaningful to my time in this franchise or universe, and so, yeah, some people might be disagreeing with me on that, but like, no, I just did not feel like this was necessary. It was a fun little side experiment. I thought it was pretty cool, but ultimately unnecessary. And even diehard Halo fans won't miss anything if this is avoided. So, anyway, that being said, my name is Christopher Carl with 11th Hour Reviews. Don't forget to do the thing. You know, the thing. And that is all.